Joe Pietaro here with your Muscle Sport Minute for today. This episode is brought to you by IronMagLabs.com. This is a great maximum dehydrotestosterone booster. Buy 3, get 1 free. All items, website wide. So go to IronMagLabs.com right now. Put 4 items in your cart. You're only going to pay for 3. Hey, check it out. Nicole passed away recently. Now, she was a female bodybuilder also. She was a wrestler. She was involved in ECW and WW, I believe, F at the time. Yeah, I believe that was during, the Attitude Era, so that was still WWF, which is now WWE. But, just observation about that. Now, obviously, covering this sport, I've seen a ton of bodybuilders, male and female, all different physique athletes, different sizes, big, small, in between. Nicole Bass she stood out in the crowd, even amongst her peers. Now, she was not as tall as she was wide. Now, I had opportunities to see her. I used to do some security work for Howard Stern, birthday parties, different events that Howard Stern used to have, and they would have a whole team of, suit and tie security type of personnel there. This is going back to the 90s. And Nicole Bass was one of the whack pack, they called them, that was always on Howard Stern's show. So she would be at these big parties wearing like a skin-tight cocktail dress, high heels. So even though she was already tall, she was even taller. And to see her with like a midget, like Hank the Angry Dwarf, who's also dead now, and Beetlejuice, who I think is still alive. Now, anybody that knows the Howard Stern show and stuff like that, you guys know these characters' names I'm throwing out. But when Nicole Bass was there, I mean, I stood like right next to her many times. I have to admit, it was impressive. I was like, holy shit. Now, she wasn't attractive. I'm not going to say she was pretty. I mean, you guys seen her pictures. She's not pretty. But I would look at her and go, this would be interesting to bang. Because it was like, almost like, it was gigantic. It was like from another fucking planet. Now, listen, I'm into female bodybuilders. I think they're hot. I don't have any issue with that at all. I know a lot of guys, and even the guys in the industry, they're like, oh, man, that's too much for me. I always thought it was attractive. I don't have a problem with it. Sometimes it's a little too much muscles, too much, but I always thought it was hot. So now I'm standing there next to Nicole Bass, and, this is way before I really dealt with bodybuilders on a regular basis, before I had Muscle Sport Mag. And so I'm looking at her like, wow, this is something totally different. It's almost like a midget. Like, everybody wants that. I was talking to Greg's buddy Chris today, who's going to be on Muscle Sport TV, and he goes, every guy wants to bang a midget, even if you don't admit it, in your back of your mind, you're like, I wonder how it'd be to fuck a midget, so it was like, it was kind of that, but the antithesis of I wonder how it'd be to fuck a giant fucking Amazon broad. It was like a fucking, she's from like another planet, like from Venus or something. So that was, an observation I had of Nicole Bass many years ago. Never really saw her after that, even in the, at the expos or anything. I don't recall ever seeing her after doing these Howard Stern gigs. And they were a fucking lot of fun. Girls would flash their tits to us and stuff like that, trying to get backstage. We want to go meet Howard. He was already long gone. When he walked off the stage, he was right in the back. This guy, Mike, used to drive him, took him right back, or Ronnie, the limo driver. Boom, done, out. And we would fuck with the girls and go, yeah, you got to wait a little bit, hang around, and, and everybody else would be hanging out. And, girls would fucking show us their tits, trying to, like that would get them to the backstage area where they thought Howard was, and he was gone. He was even married at the time with his first wife. So he wouldn't, Allison, so he wasn't even looking at these fucking dopey, drunk fucking broads. But we had some cool gigs, man. I was leaning against the stage while David Bowie was playing. Now that's fucking pretty cool. A lot of other groups, fucking, what's the guy from, fucking Kid Rock. Jesus Christ, I can't think of it. Not Anthrax. Who's the other fucking band that Dave Mustaine was in? I'm drawing a fucking blank now, but good fucking bands. And Kid Rock was singing, and I had to be on the stage and make sure none of the fucking whack packers jumped on stage. So I'm standing right there, And this guy, what was it, Little Joe or something they called him? He's dead now, too. He was like a small guy. So he's running up the stairs. I'm about to tackle him. Then I realize he's got a fucking wireless mic in his hand. He starts rapping with fucking Kid Rock. So it was pretty fucking wild. But I just figured, what the hell? Nicole Bass thing caught my eye. I was looking at RX Muscle, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. Let me mention that. But yeah. Rest in peace, Nicole Bass. Don't know. I'm not sure. They said she was pretty sick. She had a stroke or some shit. So pretty sad, though, all around. She was, she's part of that Whack Pack crew. They were pretty interesting folks. But hey, speaking about interesting folks, look at this fucking Jens the Beast Dalsgaard on the cover of the brand new Winter 2017 issue of Muscle Sport Magazine. Go to musclesportmag.com/subscribe. $32 a year. Free shipping in the United States. We'll see you next time.